Sometimes all it takes is one teacher, one small conversation that can change your life forever. There was a boy who thought he wasn't smart enough. He tried his best, but every time he failed, people laughed at him. He started to believe maybe he was just not meant to succeed. But one day something unexpected happened. His teacher gave him 5 lessons, simple lessons that changed his whole life. And maybe they can change yours too. In a small town surrounded by hills lived a boy named Ethan. He went to a local school and was just like every other kid, playing with friends, watching clouds, listening to birds. That was his little world. But Ethan had one big struggle: studying. No matter how hard he tried, he couldn't understand his lessons. When classmates laughed at his mistakes, he lost confidence and began to believe he wasn't good enough. One afternoon, when school was over, Ethan saw his philosophy teacher, Mr. Harris, sitting alone. Ethan walked up slowly and said, "Sir, I want to talk to you about something." Mr. Harris smiled kindly. "Of course, Ethan, sit down. What's on your mind?" Ethan looked nervous and said, "Sir, I'm really bad at studying. I can't focus, I forget everything, and I feel hopeless. Please give me some advice." Mr. Harris picked up a bottle filled with muddy water. "What do you see?" he asked. "Dirty water," said Ethan. "Let's wait," said the teacher. After a while, the dirt settled and the water became clear. "Our mind is like this," he explained. "When it's full of worry, nothing is clear. But when we calm down, we can see and think clearly. Before you study, breathe slowly and calm your mind." Next, Mr. Harris placed a sponge and a rock on the table. He poured water over both. The sponge absorbed it. The rock didn't. Some students just memorize. They're like the rock. But students who try to understand are like the sponge. They truly absorb knowledge. Ethan, when you study, don't just repeat words. Understand their meaning and connect them to real life. Next, Mr. Harris placed a sponge and a rock on the table. He poured water over both. The sponge absorbed it. The rock didn't. Some students just memorize. They're like the rock. But students who try to understand are like the sponge. They truly absorb knowledge. Ethan, when you study, don't just repeat words. Understand their meaning and connect them to real life. Mr. Harris gave Ethan a large wooden block. "Try to break this," he said. Ethan tried, but couldn't. Then the teacher cut it into smaller pieces, and Ethan broke them easily. "You can't learn everything at once," said Mr. Harris. "Break big topics into small parts. Study a little, rest a little, and come back. Step by step. That's how real progress happens." Finally, Mr. Harris showed 2 small pots of soil. He watered one daily, but ignored the other. A few days later, one pot had a green sprout. The other stayed dry. "If you give a little time every day, you'll grow, just like this plant," he said. Even 20 minutes a day is enough. Because what we do every day shapes who we become. Weeks passed. Ethan followed every lesson. At first, nothing changed. But slowly, he began to focus better, understand faster, and enjoy learning. His grades improved, and more importantly, he started believing in himself again. The boy who once felt hopeless had learned how to learn. 5 years later, Ethan was successful and happy. He often remembered that one afternoon with Mr. Harris, the 5 lessons that changed his life forever, and maybe they can change yours too. Calm your mind. Stay in the moment. Understand, don't memorize. Learn in small steps. Practice every single day. Your small efforts will grow into big achievements. Your belief and consistency will become your greatest strengths. If this story inspired you, please like and share. And don't forget to subscribe for more inspiring stories like this one.